ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश, देवा ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश, कृपा तुम्हारी हो तो मिटते सारे क्लेश। ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश। Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, without whom this universe wouldn't have been conceived, and without whom this universe cannot be governed. The Holy Trinity of Brahma, the Creator, Vishnu, the Preserver, and Shiv, the Destroyer. अब सृष्टि की रचना करने के बाद शिव तो तिब्बत के माउंट कैलाश में जा बसे, विष्णु जी इंडियन ओशन में कहीं चले गए, और सुनने में आया है कि ब्रह्मा जी अजमेर के पास पुष्कर में कहीं रहते हैं। ऐसे कभी आपने सोचा है, इफ द ट्रिनिटी सेटल्ड इन द इंडियन सबकॉन्टिनेंट और मोर और लेस, देन हु टेक्स केयर ऑफ अदर कंट्रीज? घबराइए मत। The way India took care of the Eastern world, Greece took care of the Western world. जी हाँ, जैसे हमारे पास ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश की होली ट्रिनिटी है, उनके पास ज़्यूस, पोसाइडन और हेडिस की होली ट्रिनिटी है. Like we've got Indra with his thunderbolt on Mount Meru. They've got Zeus with his thunderbolt on Mount Olympus. Like we've got a god of death in Yam. They've got one in Hades. Like Varun is our god of the ocean. Poseidon is their god of the ocean. एक शिव का त्रिशूल उनके पास एक्स्ट्रा है. Like we've got Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. They've got Hera, Hestia and Demeter. Like we've got Annapurna Devi as the goddess of crop and harvest. Demeter Maiya is their goddess of crop and harvest. Like we've got Dushtapapi Rajas. They do have Dushtapapi Rajas. और ये कहानी ऐसे ही एक दुष्ट पापी राजा की है, जो एक बड़े से देश यानी कि ग्रीस के बड़े से राज्य के बड़े से किले के बड़े से महल में रहता था. और इस बड़े से राजा का नाम था एरिसिक्थॉन. एरिसिक्थॉन एक बड़ा सा मुकुट पहनता था, ये बड़ी मूछें, ये बड़ी दाढ़ी, एक बड़ी सी तलवार, एक बड़ी छाती 56 इंच चौड़ी. वो बड़ा अमीर था, बड़ा एरोगेंट था, बड़ा मेगालोमेनियाक था, और उसे लगता था कि वो बड़ा कूल है. He liked to build big things in his name. Big statues, big buildings, big central vistas. And one day, he decided that he wanted to build the greatest and the biggest mansion in the world for himself, with a big hall to feast and party every day. The problem, though, was that such a big mansion needed wood from the biggest and best trees, and the only ones that were good enough for his mansion were in a grove that was sacred to Demeter Maiya. Remember? West ki Annapurna Devi? But one of the top 3 goddesses of Greece, huh? The massive oaks in that grove soared over 100 feet. And each one had a dired. Now, direds are nature spirits. And more specifically, tree spirits, much like our yakshas. कुबेर जिनके राजा थे. So these direds would dance around singing songs about Demeter, and they'd look after their trees. So everybody in the whole world knew that the grove was sacred to Demeter. But Erysichthon, he was who he was. He said, I don't care what everybody thinks. I'm going to get wood from that grove only and let everybody else who has a problem go fly a kite. And so he got 50 of his biggest, strongest friends together, gave them sharp bronze axes, and they all headed off to the grove. As soon as the Dyads saw these men with axes coming towards the grove, they shrieked and shouted, "Demeter Maiya, hamari raksha karo! Demeter Maiya, hamari raksha karo!" This is also a lot like what happened in our part of the world. Humans had to do tapa for several years to call on a major god. But demigods and spirits and lesser gods had them on emergency dial. So you and I will have to stand on one toe of our left foot in a forest or a river for years and years for Shiva to be prasanna enough to visit. But he will appear before Kuber or Indra in just a jiffy. Likewise in Greece, Dyads ने चिल्लपा मचाई और Demeter मैया प्रकट हो गई. She took the guise of a young human maiden and appeared before Erysichthon and his axe-wielding goons. "Oh my, Erysichthon, Bahubali, Katappa, आप सब लोग कहाँ जा रहे हैं?" "परे हट लड़की, we have some chopping to do today." "पर इन बेकसूर पेड़ों ने क्या बिगाड़ा है आपका? Why cut these innocent trees?" "I need wood. I'm going to make the greatest mansion in the world." "और क्या करेंगे आप अपने greatest mansion में?" "तुझसे मतलब, नाचेंगे, गाएंगे, खाएंगे, ऐश करेंगे और क्या? These are the tallest trees in the land. I need tall trees for my great hall. My friends and I will feast there every night. We'll have some such amazing feasts that I'll be famous throughout the world." "But this is a home for many innocent Dyads." "If Dyads try to stop me, I'll cut them down too." "What if Demeter tries to stop you?" "Let her try. I'm not afraid of a silly crop goddess. Now stop wasting my time and stand aside, or else I'll chop you down as well." Saying so, Erysichthon pushed the girl aside and raced towards the largest tree in the grove. And as he swung his axe, a blast of hot wind blew, and he just couldn't move. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे, ग्रीस के वायुदेव हमारे वायुदेव से तेज कैसे हैं? अरे हमारे पास तो यहाँ एक अदद वायुदेव ही हैं, उनके पास 4 ठो है भाई साहब. नॉर्थ वायुदेव अलग, साउथ वायुदेव अलग, ईस्ट और वेस्ट वायुदेव अलग. कोई मजाक थोड़ा ही है. जिस बीच ये चारों वायुदेव एरिसिक्थॉन को रोके हुए थे, उसी बीच डिमीटर अपने असली रूप में आ गई और देखते ही देखते बड़ी होती गई. यू रिमेंबर विष्णु's वामन अवतार? कैसे महाबली से 3 पग धरती लेने के लिए विष्णु इतने बड़े हो गए थे कि 2 कदम में ही सब कुछ कवर कर डाला. अब डिमीटर उतनी बड़ी तो नहीं हुई, पर इतनी बड़ी जरूर हो गई कि एरिसिक्थॉन और उसके साथियों के छक्के खुला दे. Erysichthon's 50 goons took one look at Demeter towering over them, dropped their axes, and disappeared into thin air. Now, Erysichthon's knees were shaking out of fear. तो ग्रीस के चारों वायुदेव ने स्पेशल इफेक्ट्स देने शुरू कर दिए. And then Demeter spoke. "You would cut my grove to have a feast? Then hear this, you great beast. Eat you shall, Erysichthon, from dawn to dusk and dusk to dawn. And yet your hunger shall not be satisfied, though all manner of foods you would have tried. The fire I have lit in the pit of your belly will turn your legs to rubber and your brains to jelly. You will know hunger, and it is all you will know for the rest of your life, for I say so." Now, Demeter disappeared in a flash, and Erisichthon ran crying and whimpering and praying to the gods to forgive him and that he'll never ever touch any other sacred grove. That night, when he finished his dinner, Erisichthon was just as hungry as when he had started. He ate a second dinner, then a third, then a fourth, but that didn't make him feel any better. Then he drank gallons and gallons of water, but that didn't help either. Within a few days, his sense of hunger became unbearable. He stopped getting any sleep. He was starving all the time now. Erisichthon was a rich man, but within a couple of months, he had to sell off most of his possessions just to buy food. He ate constantly, all day, all night, every day, every night. Nothing at all helped. Eventually, he lost everything he owned. He got so desperate that he even sold his own daughter Mestra into slavery to get money for food. And when Mestra was being led away by her owner, she lifted her head to the heavens and cried, "Great Demeter, please do not punish me for what my father did. Please help me. Give me the ability to shapeshift or something." Now, Demeter wasn't a cruel god, after all. She blessed Mestra and said, "Tathastu." And as soon as Mestra's owner turned back to say something to her, the girl had disappeared. And in her place was some fisherman. Hey, who are you? Where did that girl go? She was here a moment ago. Where is she now? The fisherman, that is Mestra, directed her owner towards the city, thanked Demeter for the boon, and realized that now she might have found a way to save her father from himself. She could now shapeshift into a horse, a rooster, buffalo, sheep, and get sold again and again for good sums of money that her father could use to buy food. And saying so, she began searching for her father. Meanwhile, Erisichthon was sitting alone close to a forest, eating twigs and leaves. He was in terrible shape, exhausted, weak, sleepy, worn out, and hungry. Mm. Ah! 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 I eat everything I can find. Consumption is on top of my mind. I eat and eat both night and day. But this hunger just won't go away. I don't care if someone starves, but no one can touch my reserves. You asked me to share. Don't you dare. It's mine and I have none to spare. This endless hunger, this black hole, will have me entire, body and soul. And then from me jump head to head. Then in each of you it will spread, until it swallows the universe entire, and there's nothing left to quench this fire. Nothing left to quench this